The referee, Sean Bennett, will officiate this match. It's all about that Intercontinental Championship that he's showing to all three men as he holds it up high. That's what it's all about, the Intercontinental Championship. It's who wants to be a part of a list of some of the greatest to ever do it. Such as the likes of Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Triple H. And the bell has rung. This match is underway with no champion's advantage. Sami Zayn is going to have a hard time leaving Jeddah as champion. But as Chad Gable goes after Zayn, Zayn fights back. But what I will say about this situation is that Sami Zayn has the WWE Universe behind him. And with all the fans chanting for Sami Zayn feels like it's him plus a million others against the world. And Sami Zayn, not where he wants to be. As Big Bronson Reed with the early control of this one. Gable smart rolls to the outside onto the floor. Big Bronson Reed going after Gable. High cross body from Zayn. Takes out Reed on the outside onto the floor. And attacking Zayn from behind, Chad Gable. Going after Zayn. Let's take a look at this high cross body one more time. From Montreal, Canada, Sami Zayn has done some incredible things in front of his hometown. Much of the likes of nearly defeating Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber last year. And then when he had his first defense against Chad Gable, and this run as Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn successfully retained, which continued the issues, and then Chad Gable would attack Sami Zayn in front of Zayn's wife and family and rest of his family. If you're Otis at ringside, you got to feel for him. Otis is going through, a lot right now, trying to figure out who should he side with. Oh my. It's like getting hit by a Mack truck, setting Zayn right in a Chad Gable Uranagi. This is just how dangerous that Big Bronson Reed is. And the championship reign could end courtesy of this man. Let's take a look at this inverted DDT slam. That was a devastating double move from Big Bronson Reed, but Zayn catches Chad Gable with a back elbow. Zayn going to go after Gable. Gable sweeps the leg. Nope, and Zayn caught in the ring apron. This is smart. Wrapping up Zayn in the ring skirt. This is a brilliant strategy with no disqualification, no countouts, anything goes. That's a brilliant strategy. Now Chad Gable heads up to the top. Missile drop kick. And now sends Reed off his feet. Zayn gets out of the ring skirt and gets back in the ring. Let's take a look at this one more time. That missile drop kick. We thought Bronson Reed was going to find his footing at first, but then finally fell to the ground. And Sami Zayn being trash talked to by Chad Gable. You don't want to waste your time if you're Chad Gable. Gable sends Zayn to the ropes. Zayn holds on. Zayn sends Gable up and over to the outside onto the floor. And sidesteps. Big Bronson Reed gets sent to the outside on the floor. And Zayn looking to fly. Here we go. Up and over. Dives. Taking out both of the challengers. And Zayn is in control. He's on fire. You can see the adrenaline. You can see the heart and soul of what makes Sami Zayn who he is, why he is the Intercontinental Champion. And what it means to be a champion is to have the willpower, not just the strength, not just the skills, but the mindset of a champion. To have that eye of the tiger, if you will. And Zayn heads up to the top, gets caught by a big right from Big Bronson Reed. Sami Zayn now up on the shoulders of Reed. This is not where you want to be if you're the champion. Zayn in harm's way, turns it into a sunset flip bomb, goes a little cover. This could be it. And Big Bronson Reed kicks out at 2. Great awareness by the Intercontinental Champion. Realized what he needed to do to counter. And Reed able to kick out at 2. It's not enough to keep Reed down, but Zayn thinking, what's next? There's no way he gets this Blue Thunder Bomb on Big Bronson Reed. Big Bronson Reed blocks it. And again, Zayn gets him up in the air for a little bit. And now Zayn, with his clubbing blows to the back of Big Bronson Reed, a third time going to attempt it. And got him up a little bit again. But the back of Zayn not strong enough to pick up Big Bronson Reed. Big Bronson Reed now sends Sami Zayn up to the top. And Gable with a huge chop block the back of the knee of Big Bronson Reed. Great move from Gable. That really is going to take a toll on Big Bronson Reed throughout this match. Looking for a superplex. Reed now back in the picture. Looking for a power bomb on a Chad Gable. Massive superplex power bomb. And Reed now in the driver's seat. He's exactly where he needs to be if he wants to leave Jeddah as the Intercontinental Champion. As he sends Sami Zayn into position. Things are about to pick up. Imagine this, a tsunami in the desert for Sami Zayn, who's in the drop zone. But went for a moonsault. Zayn got out of harm's way, but a moonsault connects from Gable. Hooks the leg. This one could do it. 2, but Zayn breaks the cover just in the nick of time. Dueling moonsaults. Let's take a look at this one more time. Beautiful moonsault from Chad Gable. Hooked the leg, but Zayn saving the cover just in time. Zayn, hearing the sound of the cover, realized he needed to act quick so that he didn't lose his Intercontinental Championship. And now Zayn has Big Bronson Reed right where he wants it. This time he's going to try and connect with a Blue Thunder Bomb one more time. Reed breaks free. We're a little bit deeper into the match, so it's going to be tough for Zayn to connect with something like that on a guy the size of Big Bronson Reed. Thunder's chop to the chest. That's classic Zayn, turning it into a tornado DDT. Hooks the leg for the win. Chad Gable breaks free, turning it into an ankle lock. Great counter. Great submission from the challenger, Chad Gable. Gable could very well be on his way to his first singles title here in the WWE. A former NXT Tag Team Champion. Now looking to become a first-time singles champion. And it could be the very prestigious Intercontinental Championship. As Zayn could be moments away from tapping out in the middle of the ring in no man's land. Zayn crawling to the... But now gets pulled back in the center of the ring and drops down. Zayn is in a tough spot. But now Reed went after Gable and Zayn, but Gable realized where Reed was and now has an ankle lock on Big Bronson Reed. And now Zayn gonna counter with an ankle lock on a Chad Gable. This is brilliant. With an ankle lock of his own. Chad Gable gets caught. Zayn. Oh! Blue Thunder Bomb connects on a Big Bronson Reed. That's gonna do it. But Reed barely gets the shoulder up. I can't believe what we just saw. I didn't think that was possible. Zayn tried it a few times early on in the match, but it just wasn't possible. And Sami Zayn made it possible. Let's take a look at this one more time. A thunderous Blue Thunder Bomb to Big Bronson Reed. And Big Bronson Reed just barely kicking out, getting his shoulder up just in the nick of time. But that took a lot out of Sami Zayn, who's now limping. It seems that all that pressure did some damage to the knees of Sami Zayn as he goes after Chad Gable in the corner. And it's all about the Intercontinental Championship. Splashes both men in the corner. Big Bronson Reed propping up Chad Gable up at the top. Has Zayn up on his shoulders. Now Gable up on the shoulders. This isn't going to go well. A double Samoan drop. Zayn and Gable both out. And Big Bronson Reed is in control. Incredible stamina for a guy the size of Reed. Reed looking to fly. What in the world? Like a missile, like a torpedo, launching right into Zayn and Gable. Oh my, absolutely devastating. A man the size of Big Bronson Reed coming at Zayn and Gable like a torpedo with that suicide dive. Gonna fly, went for a tsunami, but Zayn gets out of harm's way. Zayn realized how dangerous that could have been. And Zayn now has Reed is now positioned for where Sami Zayn wants him. Sami Zayn looking for a haluva kick and gets caught by Gable, who comes in with a German suplex, holds on for a second one, and holds on again, looking for a third one. Zayn trying to break free with these back elbows. Trying to break the grip. Zayn standing switch. German suplex to Chad Gable and holds on for dear life as he goes for a second one on to Gable. And perhaps a third one. Look at this. Big Bronson Reed behind Sami Zayn. Gable trying to fight out of it. Oh my, no, this isn't. Oh, no way! Chad Gable. No way! Chad Gable with a double German suplex to both Sami Zayn and Big Bronson Reed. Over 500 pounds, nearly 600 pounds, lifted in the air by Chad Gable. That's how much the Intercontinental Championship means to Chad Gable. Chad Gable, pound for pound, one of the toughest professional wrestlers to ever step foot inside a WWE ring. And Otis taking out Big Bronson Reed, and there's nothing that the ref can do about it because it's all legal in triple threat rules. No counts, no disqualifications. But now he's going to turn his attention back to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn gets sent to the outside. And Gable saying, do it to Sami Zayn too. Otis is torn. If you remember from Monday Night Raw, Otis apologized to Zayn after costing Zayn the match and attacking Sami Zayn. This could do it. If this happens, this is all over. Zayn saying, don't do it, that you're better than that. And saying to Sami to shut up. And Otis going to go for it. And Otis couldn't do it. He couldn't pull the trigger. And Chad Gable arguing with Otis. Only pissing off Otis. What a slap. This is a perfect opportunity for Otis. Oh, but Otis takes out Gable by accident. Sami ducked. And inadvertently ran over his coach. Big Bronson Reed is in position. Sami Zayn's got Big Bronson Reed right where he wants him here in Jeddah. And Haluva kick connects. This is it. Cover. Sami Zayn retains. What did we just witness now where Otis is conflicted? But Sami Zayn holds that Intercontinental Championship high and proud, retaining the title. He did what he had to do. Otis tried to help Chad Gable, but in the end, Sami Zayn was able to duck and get back in the ring. Meanwhile, Otis took out Gable. What is going to happen there? We're going to see the fallout of that on Monday Night Raw. But nevertheless, let's take a look at this. Otis was just on the receiving end of being yelled at and chewed out by Chad Gable, and then a slap. Otis conflicted. And then when he finally wasn't conflicted anymore, he went for the clothesline, and Sami Zayn had enough time to duck after the hesitation. And then a haluva kick to Big Bronson Reed, who was in perfect position for it. And then it's going to be quite the ride, quite the plane ride back to the United States. A plane ride from hell, if you will. And Sami Zayn leaves Jeddah, Saudi Arabia as still the Intercontinental Champion. One hell of a victory for Sami Zayn despite no champion's advantage. Sami Zayn with the wherewithal to fight, to give it everything he had. He shows his love and support to the WWE Universe, thanking them for all of their support. The reason he fights, the reason he has the heart and the soul to do this, it's for the fans of the WWE Universe and for his family. And once again, Sami Zayn retains his Intercontinental Championship, and he holds it high and proud. Congratulations to Sami Zayn.